as he drills one out toward left center field. This one is deep, and that ball is gone. What a start in Queens. Jose Iglesias, a leadoff homer. We talked about Schwarber and his 14 leadoff homers this year. Well, this was the first in the career of Iglesias.
Well, the one thing that I love about Iglesias is that he's a longtime veteran. He doesn't make the team out of the club. They say you need a little bit more bat speed. He humbles himself, goes down to the minor leagues, and now you see the product.
Nimmo grounds one to the right side. That'll bring home a run. As Marte comes in, Vientos goes to third, and Nimmo's made it 2-0.
You know what? I love that. Nimmo gave himself one shot to really do damage. He missed that changeup, and then all of a sudden, from Sanchez, he shortened up his swing and really just put the ball in play, especially in runners in scoring position. That's called a quality at bat, Wayne, and that's why you see his dugout right now giving him high fives and say, hey, way to go, man, and way to get that one in.
He hits one in the air out toward left center field. After it is Bader in the gap, a long run, and he makes the catch on the warning track. Only one runner tagged up. It's Bohm coming home from third base. Castellanos never tagged as Bader makes the running catch. It's an RBI for Sosa, and the Phillies get on the board. It's 2-1.
So thought he had enough of that to get a charge and had basically hit that in the gap. And Sosa feels like he had it. Bader had an excellent route over there, got behind the baseball. And Cass thinking to himself, man, I got to be on third base, especially when that ball's hit that far into the gap.
Runner goes from first, and a liner is fair down the left field line past Vientos. Harper scores. Bohm will get the stop sign at third, and it's Nick Castellanos with the third straight hit of the inning. As now the ball gets away, Bohm tries to score, flip to the plate, and he's out. The Phillies tie the game, but the inning ends after a bad throw and maybe even a worse decision by Alec Bohm to come home. Nick Castellanos with a double down the line, scored one, and then the ball got away, and Alec Bohm tried to come home as well.
Yeah, that's just a tough break for the Phillies. He tried to hustle, but that ball bounced perfectly. Peterson was already there backing up home plate, tried to avoid the tag. Just a tough, frustrating break.
Corner infielders are in as Rojas slaps one. That's a fair ball down the left field line. The ball boy picked it up, but 2 runs are going to score, and the Phillies have a 4-2 lead as the bottom of the order, Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas, put the Phillies in front.
Yeah, that ball was hit so hard down the line. I think the ball boy was just trying to defend himself and knock that down.
So that's a fair ball, and it will be a double and 2 RBIs for Rojas to give the Phillies the lead. And a little egg on the face of the ball boy in the left field line. 4 unanswered runs for the Phillies after the Mets put up 2 in the first. A ground ball base hit. The Phillies take a 5-2 lead as Rojas comes home. It's a 3-run inning. All the runs charged to Peterson as Trey Turner adds to it. And Bohm cracks one toward left pretty deep. Nimmo is back out for it. He's at the wall. It is gone. Alec Bohm delivers a 3-run homer. It's a 6-run 4th inning for the Phillies.
Well, last night you saw what the Mets offense can do. Now today you're seeing what the Phillies offense can do. Yeah, that's a slider. Olivedo's going to be able to look back on that tape and say that didn't have enough depth change. And all of a sudden Alec Bohm's looking for that pitch. Belt high, and he did not miss, and he was motivated, and he had a chip on his shoulder. He got tagged out at home plate and was frustrated about that. Redeemed himself hitting a 3-run blast.
As Bohm loops one to right, it's another base hit for Alec Bohm. His 4th of the game. It scores Schwarber. It puts Turner at third, and the Phillies have a 9-2 lead. 4 hits, 4 RBIs for Alec Bohm.
He's feeling so good. He's shimmying over there at first base. And that's just pure strength. Be able to fight off that fastball, rushing in a sinker at 98 miles an hour and a little Derek Jeter-esque inside-out swing for another RBI. And he's going to be finishing with 100 RBIs. And that's how you do it, being able to situational hit line to line. And fighting Phillies really got down and being aggressive.
Bounce to third. This might score a run. Vientos gets it across and does bring home Turner. Castellanos drives in the 10th Phillies run of this game.
Even though last night the Phillies fought back and made that game competitive, you got to look at a pitching staff, and as talented as they are, you got to take that personal that you gave up 10 runs to your rival on the road. And so this is just that locker room responding back.
There's a drive from JT Realmuto. One more punctuation from the Phillies, and it's a long home run from Realmuto. 12-2 Philadelphia.
A lot of the damage they done today was with 2 outs, and they do not punt on innings. It doesn't matter what the score is. They continue to give quality bat after quality at bat. And now I think that home run sends everybody to the turnstile. Fastball, center cut. He knew he got that baseball, and it was not coming back. He says, yep, validate your parking.
A bouncing ball to short for Trey Turner, and the Philadelphia Phillies, for the 3rd year in a row, are postseason bound. They beat up on their rivals, the Mets, tonight. Their next win will make them division champions. But for tonight, the Phillies can enjoy knowing that they are back in the playoffs.
Well, ever since Rob Thompson has taken over as that manager, this has been the consistency. This has been the norm. This is a talented ball club. They're talented on all facets of the game. They can throw strikes with the rotation. They have talent in the bullpen, and they have some serious power, as you saw today. I love the lineup depth, the athleticism. They have an expectation in that locker room that every year we should be having a chance to compete for a world championship.
Bohm goes the other way and loops one into right field. That's a base hit, the first for the Phillies tonight.
I feel like ever since Alec Bohm has had that incident where he mentioned about how he hated the crowd in Philadelphia, they invite him back, in his career has skyrocketed since that play. He's really turned into really a bona fide catalyst in the middle of that lineup. Nice piece of hitting, being able to pull his hands through and keep that ball inside and get himself going.
Loop toward right center field. That gets down. That's a base hit. Harper's on his way to third base. It's back-to-back 2-out singles as the Phillies fight here in the 3rd.
All the ball games I played against the Chase Udleys, the Jimmy Rollins, the Ryan Howard, their lineup was constructed like that. It didn't matter where you were in the lineup. If you took your foot off the gas and thought you were going to be easy sailing, they would be able to not only score but throw up a crooked number on you at any given time.
And Bohm cracks one toward left pretty deep. Nimmo is back out for it. He's at the wall. It is gone. Alec Bohm delivers a 3-run homer. It's a 6-run 4th inning for the Phillies.
Well, last night you saw what the Mets offense can do. Now today you're seeing what the Phillies offense can do. Yeah, that's a slider. Vito's going to be able to look back on that tape and say that didn't have enough depth change. And all of a sudden Alec Bohm's looking for that pitch. Belt high, and he did not miss, and he was motivated, and he had a chip on his shoulder. He got tagged out at home plate and was frustrated about that. Redeemed himself, hitting a 3-run blast.
As Bohm loops one to right, it's another base hit for Alec Bohm. His 4th of the game. It scores Schwarber. It puts Turner at 3rd, and the Phillies have a 9-2 lead. 4 hits, 4 RBIs for Alec Bohm.
He's feeling so good. He's shimmying over there at first base. And that's just pure strength. Be able to fight off that fastball, rushing in a sinker at 98 miles an hour, and a little Derek Jeter-esque inside-out swing for another RBI. And he's going to be finishing with 100 RBIs. And that's how you do it, being able to situational hit line to line. And